We begin today's wrestling news and rumors video with some big news regarding a huge tag team in WWE possibly breaking up or splitting up in the near future. Now, for those of you unaware, there have been some rumors going around recently that WWE are legitimately considering splitting up Rey and Dominic Mysterio, the Mysterios, moving forward. Now, as far as what WWE would plan to do with Rey Mysterio and Dominic separately would remain to be seen, but it would be especially interesting to see where Dominic Mysterio goes from here on his own away from his dad Rey. Clearly, WWE see big enough value and potential in Dominic Mysterio, and his tag team with Rey was a great way for Dominic to get some much needed experience. And perhaps Vince McMahon feels that it's time for Dominic Mysterio to become a singles competitor in WWE, and has gained enough experience to handle it on his own. Dominic has been away from WWE since April 2022, following that attack from Veer Mahaan, and it is likely that Dominic will be back in the near future, and if these new rumors are true, he may be coming back without Rey Mysterio by his side. Although of course WWE could always change their minds at the last minute and keep the Mysterios together, but as of right now it does appear as though WWE planned for the Mysterios to split up going forward, which is definitely quite interesting. With that said, let us know your thoughts on WWE possibly splitting up Rey and Dominic Mysterio in the near future, and do you believe Dominic Mysterio has what it takes to make it in WWE, so to speak, on his own, or is he not ready to be a single superstar yet, and needs more time to develop and iron things out with Rey Mysterio? Now, when this news started going around on social media, while some felt like this could be a good thing of WWE breaking up the Mysterios, others felt that this would be an absolutely terrible idea, especially when it comes to Dominic Mysterio, with many feeling like Dominic doesn't have what it takes to make it in WWE on his own, and would likely be released pretty quickly after splitting up with Rey Mysterio, as lots feel Dominic would not impress WWE officials whatsoever once he's on his own, and that Vince would likely lose interest in Dominic pretty quickly and end up releasing him. Perhaps a good idea would be to send Dominic Mysterio to NXT after the Mysterios tag team breaks up, if that is what WWE plan to do soon, as Dominic could develop at his own pace on his own in NXT. But regardless, let us know your thoughts on this whole situation involving the Mysterios right now, and if it's even a good idea on WWE's part to be considering breaking up the Mysterios, or if they should remain a tag team for the foreseeable future. Let us know. While we have just fairly recently got through WrestleMania 38, not surprisingly there are already a bunch of very interesting rumors going around right now regarding WrestleMania 39, or WrestleMania Hollywood next year in 2023. Although there's still an incredible amount of time before we get into the true build-up for WrestleMania 39 next year, according to one of our sources, Vince McMahon reportedly already has the top matches in place for WrestleMania 39 right now. Now, it has not been revealed the exact matches Vince McMahon already has planned for next year's WrestleMania 39 pay-per-view event, but this has got many fans speculating, because if WWE have the big matches for the Showcase of the Immortals planned out already, they would likely have to involve some of the current superstars, or perhaps a returning legend or two. A big speculated match for WrestleMania Hollywood is Roman Reigns vs. The Rock, and this is rumored to be one of the matches Vince has planned for WrestleMania next year to truly make it a big and special feeling show. And for the women's division, some fans have speculated that Vince McMahon is likely leaning towards Ronda Rousey versus Becky Lynch in some capacity. However, many also feel that Cody Rhodes is going to be factoring in big time when it comes to the planned WrestleMania 39 matches, and perhaps Cody Rhodes is penciled in to be a part of a World Championship match. Regardless, this is a bit bizarre that Vince McMahon already has the big matches scheduled or planned in place for WrestleMania 39 next year, because there is still a ton of time before we get to the road to WrestleMania, and a lot can definitely change in that time period, including unexpected injuries, storyline changes, etc. So perhaps these plans are not as permanent as the rumors would lead us to believe. We now have an interesting and worthwhile update regarding the WWE Draft, as a lot of fans have been wondering if there will be a draft this year in 2022, and if so, when it would be taking place. with the whole WWE and Universal Championship unification match at WrestleMania 38, and the continued rumored tag team title unification storyline with the Usos and RK Bro, lots of fans felt like we could be heading towards the end of the brand split altogether. But like we did mention previously, as of right now, WWE have no intentions of ending the brand split anytime soon, and we have an update on this year's WWE Draft. According to one of our sources, WWE planned for the 2022 draft to be occurring during the summer months, or more specifically the late summer months, likely in August or early September. Now, there was originally speculation that the 2022 WWE Draft may have been scheduled for early August following SummerSlam 2022, but new reports indicate that September is looking more likely right now for when the draft this year actually happens in WWE. The rumors of WWE's plan for their draft this year definitely does add a lot of validity to the reports that the brand split is not going to be ending anytime soon, which may be unfortunate news for some fans. Now, with Roman Reigns not only becoming a part-time talent for WWE, and as well, planning to take a lengthy leave from the company for 10 weeks this summer, and completely miss all live events and television tapings for that time period, there is a lot of rumors going around right now regarding what WWE have planned for Roman Reigns moving forward. And according to a new backstage rumor, Vince McMahon and WWE officials are currently weighing the option of forcing Roman Reigns to vacate the undisputed WWE Universal Championship prior to his leave from WWE, with the reason for Reigns possibly vacating the undisputed WWE Universal Title being that because of Roman Reigns taking a long break from WWE this summer, WWE will require an active world champion, or more so, world champions in WWE. According to a new backstage report, if WWE do force Roman Reigns to vacate his titles, this would likely lead to one of the vacant world championships, most likely the WWE title, being moved over to Monday Night Raw, and ending this whole unification storyline altogether. If this does actually happen, this gives WWE a way for Roman Reigns to give up the WWE and Universal Championships without actually having to lose the titles to any other superstar. Because with WWE booking Roman Reigns so strong lately, the company likely don't want Roman Reigns to lose any momentum before leaving the company temporarily, but they do need those championships to be back on their shows weekly while Reigns is away. Hence the rumored scenario of Roman Reigns vacating his undisputed WWE Universal Championship soon. There are reports that WWE never intended for the unified WWE Universal Championship to be a thing once the Roman Reigns storyline with the belts ended, and with Reigns soon leaving WWE for a long amount of time, this gives WWE an easy opportunity to end the title unification storyline and split up the world titles across Raw and SmackDown again.